Ladies, we are here tonight on the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the big thing that happened, not a lot of news today. The biggest thing that happened today was the Sami Zayn Roman Reigns match got official. And it is going to be for the title. They're going to put the Universal Championship, the WWE Universal Championship on the line. I thought it was going to be for the title. I thought, oh, they already freaking booked Cody versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Universal Championship on WrestleMania. I'm like, but I guess it is. Still hoping maybe they do something where this match actually matters, like for the title. Maybe, like I said, maybe he'll come close, but he won't win it. So maybe they'll throw him again at WrestleMania and have that match become a triple threat match between Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, and Roman Reigns. Maybe that's how, I guess, WWE can protect Roman Reigns if he were to lose, right? Either have Cody Rhodes or Sami Zayn get pinned. That could be a good way to still say, oh, well, he lost a championship. He still hasn't been pinned since December of 2019, if they still want to go with that. I'm still hoping they give this guy a chance at WrestleMania, man. A lot of people are now saying maybe they'll do a rematch and they can divide the championships. Maybe night one, he'll face Sami Zayn. Night two, he'll face Cody Rhodes. But then he's going to lose both of them. You're going to go from this guy not losing for 3 years to now making him lose back-to-back nights? I don't think so. They're also saying John Cena's awesome theory looks like it's going to get announced soon. And they're also saying Gunther versus McIntyre versus Sheamus in a triple threat match. And then obviously Rhea Ripley, Charlotte, obviously Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. And they're talking about Damage Control, the tag team, Dakota Kai and Dakota Kai versus putting the women's tag championships on the line versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. So we'll see about that one, ladies and gentlemen. That's really about it. I guess we can talk about SmackDown. Let's talk about freaking SmackDown tonight, man. On a freaking let me check the news real quick. That's really about it. Not a lot of news here tonight, man. On a freaking Saturday, man. I think that's really about it. All right, yeah. So let's talk SmackDown. And then at the end, I can maybe talk about what I was supposed to talk about yesterday at the end, which I kind of rushed through because I used the restroom. But maybe I'll revisit that at the end. What the frick is happening right now, man? SmackDown, February 3rd, 2023. Yesterday was actually supposedly Michael Jordan's day because it was 2-3 on 2023, I guess, if you guys didn't know them. Anyways, where's the one I like? How come that? Man, is it this one? There we go. This is the one I like. All right, so SmackDown tonight from freaking North Carolina, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So we get started with freaking Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman and Jimmy Uso and Tosakola arriving. No freaking Jey Uso. Jey Uso was not there the whole night. Right away, Caleb Braxton looking to interview them. Everybody ignores them. Paul Heyman just says, hey, at this point, we cannot either deny or confirm if Jey Uso is with the bloodline. And that was pretty much the whole theme of the night with Roman Reigns. You know, he multiple times he tells Jimmy and Solo Sikoa to go look for him. Jimmy's like, listen, man, he's not coming. He needs time to cool off. And then he's like, Solo, what do you know? And he's like, hey, man, I'm his twin brother. If he hasn't contacted me, I guarantee you he hasn't contacted anybody. Just give him some time. Roman was like, you actually have a tag team match next week for the championships. And then we're actually in WrestleMania season. This is the worst time to be doing this. So he's pissed off. He sends them off to the bus. He's like, well, actually, yeah, well, he sends them off to the bus. Like, you guys are gonna have dinner over there. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go address everything in the ring. A lot of people thought it was gonna be a freaking setup, and that Sami was gonna attack in the buses, but actually ended up attacking Roman in the ring. But we'll get to that. That was the main event. Let's continue with the show. So we get the match right away. Strowman versus Ricochet versus Imperium. Very good match, man. Freaking Braun Strowman and Ricochet win, man. I was surprised they beat Imperium. The tag team that just came out about a few weeks ago. Jesus Christ. So Strowman and Ricochet win that match. Let's see here. And then we get the women's championship match. Sonya Deville versus Charlotte for the women's championship. A little good match, I guess, but of course, Charlotte wins. Kind of a waste of time because you knew Charlotte was going to win the match. And then let's see what else happens. Then we get the Brawling Brutes. Rich Holland and Butch versus the Viking Raiders. I guess a little good match, I guess. The Viking Raiders win. Again, I thought maybe the Butch and Holland were more over, but I guess not. After the match, McIntyre and Sheamus attack them, getting them revenge from last week. They beat them up. That could really look to be a good match. Maybe if they make it like a no disqualification tag team match between Sheamus and McIntyre versus the Viking Raiders, that could be a good match. That could be kind of a match that the Viking Raiders had with the New Day a few months ago. Remember, what was it called? The Viking Raiders Raid or whatever it was called. And then we get Bray Wyatt just sitting on his rocking chair, and then Uncle Howdy just comes in, and I think he like he stops them from rocking back and forth, and he just looks at the camera. He's like a freaking jump scared. Jesus Christ. So we'll see. I'm no LA Knight tonight. Is that feud over or not? We'll see. And we get a fatal four-way match for the Chamber. Shotzi, Zelina Vega, and Shayna Baszler versus Natalya. Natalya wins with a submission, so they're giving Natalya the veteran the W, I guess. So I guess the match for the woman is Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, Asuka, Nikki Cross, and Natalya. I think that's it. So the winner of that match will face Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. All right. Let's see here. And then we get Roman Reigns sent out to the ring, I believe. Wait. Yeah, they just start promoting shit for next week. And then we get Roman Reigns out in the ring. And he's like, dude, I don't even want to talk about Sami Zayn. I want to talk about Cody Rhodes, but you guys keep chanting Sami Zayn, so we'll talk about the past. And he's like, back at I go all the way back to November when I told Jay I saw what I needed to see, and what I saw was that this guy wanted something for me, and I gave him everything, man. And this guy just stabbed me in the back, and he's just pretty much going on him. And then out of nowhere, freaking Sami Zayn ends up attacking Roman Reigns. He starts beating him up. Then Roman Reigns get some kick shots in the ribs. And you're like, oh my God, he's going to make him look so stupid if he actually turns the tables on him and whips him. But then thankfully, he asked Paul Heyman to get him a chair. Well, Paul Heyman gets him the chair. That gives Sami Zayn enough time to recover. And he freaking spears him. And then Sami's about to hit him with the chair, but Roman gets out of the way. And then he grabs the mic and he's like, hey, Roman, I never wanted anything from you, but now I do. I won those WWE Universal Championships. And he challenged him to a match. I'm like, okay, it's actually going to be a title match. Let's go. And then after that, freaking Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa attack him. They start beating him up. Roman Reigns gets back in the ring. It's pretty much, a 3-on-1 beat up. No Kevin Owens. I guess the storyline is he's still too beat up from what happened on Saturday at the Royal Rumble to show up and try to help him. I think eventually Kevin Owens is going to, especially if, this is a big one, Sami Zayn were to win the WWE Universal Championship, you would think maybe Kevin Owens would have to get involved in some way to help him. But no Kevin Owens this week. Roman Reigns and Jimmy and Solo Sikoa just beat the hell out of him. It's like, okay, you want something from me, I want something from you. And I'm going to freaking fight you for the WWE Universal Championship at your own hometown of Montreal, Canada. And just like you destroyed my family, you took one of my cousins away from me. I'm going to do something to you in front of your family. I'm going to beat the hell out of you in front of your wife, your relative, your child, your mother, your parents. And he pretty much accepts the challenge. So it's official. Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn for the WWE Universal Championship at Elimination Chamber, man. And once again, this, just like it did at Royal Rumble, the theme being the Royal Rumble match, once again in this show, the theme's going to be the Elimination Chamber match. This match is once again going to steal the freaking the show, man. It's going to main event. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what the hell happens, man. This is going to be good shit, man. I don't see them making a title change at Chamber, especially because WrestleMania is the next big show. But maybe something happens, something like controversial happens, where maybe maybe I don't know, maybe Roman Reigns pins him, but they're like, dude, his freaking foot was under the rope or something, and so they got to give him a rematch, and they got to put him in they got to add him to the Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns and make it a triple threat. Maybe they'll do something like that. Maybe Kevin Owens just comes out and then the bloodline it's disqualified. And they're like, I need another chance. And they're like, okay, this time, we'll add you to the triple threat, but no disqualification. I don't know. Hopefully they come up with something fishy like that forces them to give them another chance and have to make that WrestleMania match a triple threat match. Hopefully, man. But we'll see what happens, man. But a very good show. SmackDown is tough, right? Because of all the mid-carder stuff, right? The tag team matches, whatever. I even thought the other two teams should have won, Imperium and the Brawling Brutes instead of the Viking Raiders and Ricochet and Strowman, but whatever. Man, the Charlotte, Sonya Deville, whatever. We all knew Charlotte was going to win that match. What else did we have? And really not much, man. Outside of the Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn segment, really nothing else to really go back and if you watch the show. Outside of maybe the last 15, 10 minutes, nothing was really that great, honestly. I think your second best guy, Bray Wyatt, the fact that he was barely involved, only like a freaking 3-second video backstage, that doesn't help either. Man. This show, it just lacks stars, man. Very top-heavy with Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt. But outside of that, it lacks stars. Anyways, let me talk real quick about... So I think I ended up yesterday before I had to go leave to use the restroom. I was talking about AEW getting a live streaming service. So I think they just made a partnership with DAZN. I think the Zone right now is a $20 subscription a month, but sometimes they'll do like you subscribe to that, and then they freaking they're like, no, it's another $60 to watch. I don't know, Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin. I'm like, what? I thought it was a $20 subscription. It's kind of stupid. So we'll see. But supposedly the AEW and the Zone sign a deal. I don't know if they're going to do the same stuff with AEW where they're like, oh, $20 subscription, but no, actually the AEW pay-per-view is like $60. Who knows, man? But they're also in talks to sign with another streaming service I see. I don't know which one. Maybe that one's more like, hopefully more of the Peacock, where it's only like $10. If it's not less than $10, maybe $20 I still pay, but I would be willing to pay $20 because there's only like, maybe 3 to 5 pay-per-views a year. Where it's not like WWE where they have like 10, they only have like 3 to 5. So I guess I would be willing to pay $20. But hopefully they make something cheaper, maybe like $10. But anyways, we'll see. But apparently, they signed a deal with DAZN. They might sign with another streaming service company. So it looks like AEW hopefully will also get into the streaming service. And WWE, we thought Comcast was going to be the favorite to buy them, and now it's looking like it's not. So that could also be a problem with WWE in the future, right? If Comcast does not buy them, can we lose that Peacock pay-per-views for $10? Hopefully not. But until next time, holla.